Fuck. God damn it. I was muted the entire time. Thank you. Thank you, Paley. So, let me restart. I had a little intro, then I'll get to what's going on. So, hey everybody. Last week I uploaded a video, a little clip of me doing my weekly bosses. And in that, I basically used A to fight Tartaglia, and I pretty much one-shot him. And it was kind of new to me. Like, I was like, holy shit. Anyway, I uploaded the clip, and I got a lot of comments requesting a build showcase, like, what are you running, this and that. And I said, okay, I'll probably do a stream or something later in the week. So this is what this is. This could be a fun time looking at builds, hitting things. And yeah, so that's what this stream's about. Just chill and looking at builds and looking like what I've done, what I'm looking for. You know, and this can just help people get guidance, compare themselves to others, and go on from there. So as for your guys' comments, actually, thank you for reminding me that I was muted. I forgot that I restarted my console since the last stream, so my controller muted itself again. I wasn't expecting that. I just forgot. Anyway, so Onigiri, North American Onigiri and Japanese Onigiri are getting a server merge. That is coming at the end of this month, like October 29th, right before Halloween, right before November. There is going to be a server merger of the US Onigiri server, basically which I call the North American Onigiri server, and the Japanese/Taiwanese Onigiri server. So they're coming together. All the PS4 servers are coming together. Overall, after we discussed it for about 2 hours in the last stream, I think this is a huge win, a huge positive. The only downside is probably going to be that spinning the Nian rolling is going to cost 20% more, because in Japan they do 200 OC per 5 roll and 50 OC per single roll, and we do 160 and 40. So that's the only downgrade in that exchange, is that in Onigiri, like, it'll cost more to roll. However, I think that we're probably going to end up getting 10 OC restores, which is going to be amazing, which is going to increase what we can do, like 66%, like triple, like, oh, it cuts it into a third what it costs to do anything. Not only that, but the Yorozu cost on Japanese server is like 120 per scroll, whereas for us it's like 180. So in the end, if you wanted to get scrolls with Yorozu, you're going to end up saving like $80 per exchange, which is awesome. Like, I coincidentally had 360 tickets, and in the current system, I'm able to get 2 scrolls, and under the Japanese regime, their system, I would be eligible for 3 scrolls, because it would be 120, 120, 120. And I was saying, oh, if I had that right now, I would get 3 scrolls of Toshi. No, we never got that. Now, you might say it's insulting. Personally, I understand why they haven't done that. And it's because every place they do it to, they don't generate enough revenue. Like, it's a double-edged sword in a way. Like, PC, who had all these like events and stuff, like, whenever PC got 10 OC restores, they started doing things 3 times as fast as we could. They would build the purgatories. Like, I would have this conversation with so many PC players. I'm like, purgatory is fucking expensive. That is a $300 dollar investment. They're like, what? It's only 100 for us. I'm like, that's right. You have 10 OC restores. We don't. And people were getting those weapons. They're getting everything. They're doing everything, but nothing else came out. And I speculate that people got bored because they got things done too quickly, and the game wasn't generating enough revenue, and that's what happened to PC. And you know, that's tricky, because you eventually reach a point, you reach a pinnacle where people have KG. People have money to get KG because restoring doesn't cost a lot, so people have KG. Every other Vanguard comes out, nobody gives a shit, unless they really want to, like me and Shikibu. Like, it doesn't matter. You reach this point, well, I have the ultimate Vanguard, I don't need to roll anymore. Let's just put all our proceeds or all our spending towards restores. Oh, I'm done everything. And then you're just sitting there doing nothing, generating nothing. Like, in one way, yes, I want as an individual, I want 10 OC restores. I absolutely do. But as a collective, unless everybody gets on the bandwagon of restoring, it goes downhill. I made a comparison where it's like, let's say every time you ride a bus, it's $3. And then 10 people ride the bus every day, like religiously. And then they change it to now it's $1 to ride the bus. Now, everyone that already rode the bus saves money. If nobody else starts riding that bus, the bus is going to get discontinued. Like if the number of people on that bus don't jump from 10 to 30, then the revenue doesn't go anywhere. But it's basically, if they can attract more people to Energy Restore, then everything's great. Everything's fantastic. And some people might, because it is a cheaper thing. Like in Genshin, perfect segue. In Genshin, Energy Restoring is bad. I hate this fucking system. I absolutely hate this. Where you use 50 gems, then 100 gems, then 100 gems, then 150, 150, then finally 200. And if you want to do like 6 Primo Gem Restores, it's like 800 gems a day. Whereas I will do like 50 a day if I'm saving for like a character or whatever, a 5-star. But if there's nothing in the foreseeable future that I want, I will do 50 Primo Gems, then 100, then 100. I will spend 250 Primos a day on restores. But going higher than that is ludicrous. Like, it's pretty bad like that too. But yeah, like I think it's great. I think we're going to get awesome compensations, awesome rewards. Fever Time's going to exist. Compensation's going to exist. Like all the things that we got gypped on, it's just a net positive for us to join with Japan. Honestly, with just freebies and stuff like compensations, Yorozu tickets, restoring, dungeons, events, better GMs. Like we're going to be the home console, so. And there's going to be more players. They're going to reset their ranking so time trials can do stuff again, people speedrunners. It's just going to breathe a lot of life into the game, and I think it's just a net positive. Okay, so, Onigiri aside, thank you guys for joining, Paley and Ace. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, 10 OC restores, absolutely. So, back to the stream. So basically, when I fought Tartaglia, one thing I want to say is that you guys watch me roll, like you guys know what I wish for in this game and what I don't. And I don't try to get everything in the game, like I don't have every character that exists. I have a lot of 4-stars. Like, really, it's been a year. It's been a year of Genshin. I've been playing it since October last year. It's pretty much been a year. Paimon, give me them rewards. Gimme. Right on. 2 restore. Oh, that's fucking awesome. So really, this is kind of like how far have I come in a year of Genshin, right? So that we can kind of like tweak that to the theme of this video. So in a year of Genshin, where is the character archive? So in a year, I started the game when Venti was on his way out. My first 10 pull was Venti. My first 10, it was either my first temple or my second temple, because I got him 10/16, October 16th, a year ago. And then Klee came out on the 20th, and I got Kaching, and then I got Klee on the same day. Bennett was my first character ever. I got him on the 15th, so the day before I did my first 10 pill, I got Bennett. I got Bennett before I got Noelle, actually. I got Noelle the same day as Venti. Yeah, I got Sucrose the same day. I think Fischl was on that banner. I got Fischl the same day. I got Zincho the same day. I got Beto when Klee came out, I guess. Yeah. So I'd started in October. I started October 13th and didn't really play it for like 2 more days. Then I got Barbara later. Razor. Yeah, they're not in chronological order, I don't think. They're by level, I think. Yeah. So in a year, I've gotten every standard 5-star character. I managed to get every 4-star character, and I've consciously chosen not to get Zhao. I didn't get Hu Tao. I didn't get Kazuha. I didn't get Ayaka. I didn't get Yoimiya, and I'm not going to get Kokomi. So in a year, I've chosen to not get six 5-star, or yeah, six 5-star characters, essentially. And that's just because I had, in my opinion, better options or no need, or I just don't like the character. Zhao, I don't really care for Zhao as a character. Like, he's kind of cool, but it's not my thing. Personally, I'm not a fan of characters that hurt themselves to do more damage. That's not my thing. Having played Onigiri for years, I hate that. I hate going under half. I hate maintaining a threshold of health. I don't want to deal with that. I like playing with Zhongli, who heals me and keeps me alive and makes me not worry about a damn thing. That's what I like. My favorite characters Rosaria and Sarah. So when Ayaka came, I'm like, I have Rosaria and Eula. I don't want her, and I don't really care for Ayaka as a character either. Kazuha, I'm like, I use Jean. I don't really care for him. He just looks like Wind Aether to me. Or Inazuman Aether. But at the same time, like, if they would have put Kazuha after the fight with A where he makes his big stand, I was really tempted to like him at that point. But not before, and I don't regret it, because I'm like, well, I use Jean anyway. His exploration, yes, he has good exploration. He does. But so does Venti. And now we have the little Tengu Feather Fan to go faster. Like, I started the game with Venti to explore. Like, it doesn't affect me that much. He's Canadian, yes. Well, actually, there are maple leaves in Inazuma. I didn't know this for, like, 2 months of Inazuma, but there are maple trees there. I didn't know that. I found that out the other day. So, yeah. And then Yoimiya, I didn't like Yoimiya. It's weird, like, I didn't like her at the start. I kind of liked her from the story, but not enough. Like, she just kind of exists. And I'm like, I just rolled for Klee to get Klee merges, like Klee C4. I'm like, I don't need Yoimiya. And I think about that a lot. Like, if I already have a good character of that element, I don't want a character of another element. Like, I got Yanfei maxed out as an excuse to get Zhongli constellations. And I've been using Yanfei for the past, like, couple weeks, just getting her up there, and she's pretty fun. She's pretty fun. Like, I like Catalyst users. I really do. Why is she at the top? I guess, I don't know. Ganyu was the only character I got at the behest of YouTubers to say everyone should get just one of these characters, one of Ganyu, and I agreed and I got her. I've never heard that for, like, anyone else. Like, oh, you need to get this character. Yes, I do. I say merges, constellations, scrolls. Yeah. I got a free 5-star in Heroes yesterday. I got a leaf. I say merges. Yeah. So yeah, like, in the end, I'd say, like, I've been starting to do Spiral Abyss since, like, last January or February. I started beating it, I think, this year. But for the most part, you got to leave to mine's at, like, +9 now, because I roll for, like, other characters and he just shows up. I'm, like, 1 away. I've actually been playing a randomizer of the GBA games. I love randomizing the GBA games. Those are so fun to me. I love that. I love firing randomizer ROMs. Oh my fuck. But I'm playing the Binding Blade, like Roy's game, for the first time. Like, I've never played it because it wasn't translated, right? But I got a translated copy. I randomized, like, the shit out of it, and it's so fun. I actually really enjoy it. Fire Emblem 6. Yeah. Oh man. Like, I like randomized Fire Emblem. I like randomized Pokemon, Nuzlocke. I love all that stuff. Like, good games like that where you can just interchange things and it changes the whole experience. I love that. I love that stuff. And I've been playing it, like, all yesterday. I encountered a glitch because there's a scripted cutscene in the game where, like, Zephiel fights Cecilia, and it wouldn't trigger because my Zephiel got changed to this guy named Yoder, and he was a guy with a bow, and it wouldn't. Zephiel attacked him point blank, and he couldn't fight him. Like, it wouldn't trigger the cutscene, and it, like, glitched. So I had 3 dancers, and it's, like, the best thing about this randomizer. I have 3 dancers, and I literally, like, dance walked them across the entire map put them in front of the character so that when Zephiel attacks, he attacks from range and triggered the cutscene. And then I had to hope that my character didn't die. It was fucking crazy. And it was some bullshit. And eventually, like, it didn't really work. Like, I couldn't get through it. So I ended up just looking up, like, action replay cheats all last night to give me, like, infinite movement. But there's no universal code because there's no codes for this game. There's, like, one guy who has codes. And I had to, like, go in and, like, put in, like, hex numbers and shit. Figure all that out. And give, like, my main character, who is a wyvern, like, infinite turn. So basically, who is Milady. My Roy is Milady, and it's awesome. And I basically got Milady to fly all the way across this bridge and seize the map before anything happened. I just skipped the whole level. I actually went to a town and I got some boots. But anyway, I went through the whole level, I seized it, and I just skipped. I just skipped the whole fucking chapter. I'm like, finally, I'm free. But it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So consciously, like, as the years gone by, like, there's a lot of characters I've gotten without wanting them. Namely, the first one was Tartaglia. Venti, I didn't want Venti. I got him by association of wanting Fischl. Kaching, I wanted Klee, I got Kaching. Mona, I kind of wanted Mona. I like all the 5 stars, I wanted Mona and Jean, and they just never came to me. I never got Mona until, like, Rosaria was released. Chi-Chi just came when I was rolling for Ningguang and Beidou. Diluc, I rolled for Diluc because we had a lot of Primo Gems. But characters that I've actively rolled for in this game were Albedo, Ganyu, Klee, Zhongli, Eula, Raiden and Sarah. Like, 5 stars, those are the ones I rolled for. Everyone else that I have is just, I wanted a 4-star that was associated with them. Namely, Ningguang, Fischl, Beidou, Barbara at one point. And so on. But I ended up loving Tartaglia. He's a lot of fun. Glad I have him. Anyway, so basically, I make conscious choices about who I want. Like, if there's a character I like if Signora comes out tomorrow, I'm gonna get Signora. Like, yes, I have a lot of ice characters, but that's, like, the one character that I would simp for. Like, that's my huge simp. Like, if Signora came out tomorrow, that's my huge simp. Let's go. Like, I don't even care about canon. Just, let's go. But in terms of building, I haven't even logged in today. Have I done anything? No. Okay. But for the most part, I tend to build most of my characters, but not all. I was wondering why that wouldn't work. Okay, so let's just get to showcasing and stuff. So, after a year of playing, let me think. Who was my first main character? My first main character was Klee. My Klee is very... not updated, but what is the opposite of updated? Like, I built her once and never came back to her. Like, she's stagnant. She's not optimum. I got the constellations. At first, when I first got her, I got the Sparks and Splash thing. And then I got the Jumpty Dumpty defense thing because that was awesome. I basically just rolled singles until she went away, and that's how it happened. Then when she came back, I rolled to get C4 because I thought C4 was awesome. 500%. Outdated, yes. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. Outdated, yes. So... yeah, so I rolled to get that on her rerun, Sparkly Explosion. If she came back again, would I get this final one? I don't even know if I would. Like, Nova Bird, like, here's my thing. If, this is my problem with Constellations, and it's not even a problem, it's a problem with me, is that if I get 1, then 2's not so bad. And if I get 2, then 3's not so bad. And if I get 3, well, I might as well get 4. And if I get 5, well then fuck, I'm at 5. I might as well get 6. Like, that's what happens to me. I get slippery sloped on Constellations constantly. That constantly happens to me. Anyway, so my talents are kind of underleveled. I usually pick 1 to work with. I don't usually go all around with them. They cost a lot of Mora, so I don't do them very often. But I should. My artifacts for Klee is just Crimson Witch. My artifacts aren't that bad. Like, generally, like, this artifact, I bet it was a 3-set artifact. Like, when I got it, like, energy recharge, crit rate, and crit damage, and attack. They got me by the balls. They don't got me by the... Like, it's just, like, a lot of the times I'll look at constellations, like, if you have a C5, why aren't you at C6? Like, think about it. Like, fuck, I'm almost there. You know, like, if I'm at C2, I don't think about C6. But if I give in and go to C3, then I think about C4. And then if I'm at C4, I might as well go C5. If I'm at C5, I might go C... Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a touch and go thing here. So this artifact, I would have leveled it up. I think it went to attack like 3 times. I got the character. No, it's not. I got the character. Might as well get constellations. That's not true at all. No. It depends. It depends. But yeah, just 18% crit damage. Good substats, but sadly everything went to attack, but I use it. This feather's fucking good. This is fucking good rolls. Crit rate 3.9, energy recharge 12.3, attack 15, crit damage 12. All-arounder, but it's still good all-arounder. Really good artifact. This is just elemental mastery and 10% crit rate. Can't go wrong with that. Attack. Crit damage 20, crit rate, and then defense and attack. Like, it, by my standards today, like, when I'm getting artifacts for Jean, if I had something like this, I'm like, that's good, but it's not good enough. Like, I'm getting a really high standards for artifacts now. Like, it's still good. It's a pyro damage cup. I like it. It's really good, but I would be actively trying to replace it. But cups, it's hard because you need like the element plus the substats. So it's like you can't farm one specific dungeon for it. You drive yourself mad. And then a good crit rate, crit damage hat. My Rosaria is my main character. Like, this is my main DPS of everything. This is like my waifu of the game, and I just like worked my ass off, used a lot of resin to just get a lot of artifacts for her. So this artifact, I would call this like a 4 out of 5 because it went to like the good stats of attack and crit rate, and then we had 1 go to defense. So that's like 4 out of 5. Like, every artifact has like 5 upgrade chances. And if all the chances land on the good stuff, that's like a 1 out of 5. Like, okay, crit rate went up, 1 out of 5. Attack went up, like 2 out of 5. And then crit rate goes up again, 3 out of 5. And then I think it gained defense and then buffed defense. Well, really, it's like a 3 out of 5. Like, that's how I look at artifacts. Like, it depends where the stats lie. But yeah, I'm using crit damage and crit rate. And I can run crit damage because I use the Jade Spear. This is physical damage. I do not get good physical damage. It's my biggest, like, blockade in this entire game is physical damage. I didn't have a physical damage cup for like 6 months. And this one, everything went to elemental mastery instead of crit damage, basically. Like, if crit damage would have had like 3 rolls on it, this would be so fucking good. But sadly, it went to mastery, which is nice, but it doesn't really do much for... It doesn't really do much for superconduct, which would be the main draw to a... like, superconduct is just a debuff. It doesn't need mastery. I really think they need to overhaul a lot of the elemental reactions. They need to do more. Like, the defense drop from superconduct needs to be prorated by elemental mastery. It really needs to. If that were to happen, like 15% was a minimum and it can go up to like 50, oh, that'd be so good. Super good. Because then you have all these artifacts that are like physical damage, elemental mastery. I have a shit ton of them. Like, I hate it. Like, if I look up physical damage, they are. Electro reactions need an overhaul. They absolutely do. Like, I can't look at this one right now because of the chat, but a lot of my physical damage stuff, like this is defense. This one's not bad. 19% attack. This one's mastery. Attack's not bad. 58 mastery, 56 mastery, just HP and shit. That's like my best physical cup ever. But it's just, I'm so overflown with like elemental mastery physical damage, it pisses me off. Because it doesn't benefit itself. You just need like the proc of superconduct to make physical better. Like, you don't need mastery, and that drives me up the wall. My clock is the Pale Flame. I guess she has a full Pale Flame set. I really thought I was using Gladiator and Pale Flame, but it just worked out to use Pale Flame. This artifact's okay. It's just 13 crit damage, a lot of recharge, and then defense. I've never gotten anything better. This one's fucking nice. I like this one. 14% crit damage, 15% attack, 1 roll plus to crit damage. Crit damage went up once, crit rate went up once, and attack went up like 3 times. This is a solid artifact to me. And then this is a beautiful artifact. 14% attack, 21 crit damage, 11 recharge, and then 19 attack, which is fine as just a substat. Really overall good. Like my weapon is the Primordial Jade Wing Spear. Like this is something I do, which is if I'm going to use a character, they're going to use a good weapon that matches them. And if I can get the weapon R5'd, I will. Because I'm going to use that character for years and years and years to come. Rosaria is my big wife. When Primordial Jade Spear and Sword came out back during Dragonspine, and Zhao, I guess. I don't even know if it was Zhao. Primordial Jade Spear came out and the Sword came out. I don't remember what it was for. It was some event. I think it was when Kaching was around. I can't remember. But I thought, man, I'm gonna get this spear. Like originally I was gonna use the Royal Spear, but then I kept getting this, and then I got 5 of them. And I'm like, my Rosaria is gonna use it. And now she has an enhanced crit rate. And her crit rate is 57, and her crit damage is 167. Her recharge 135, and then physical damage 83. It's not the best build by any means. It works. It gets the job done. But there is a lot of room for me to grow. Like if I could get a better time clock, and if I could get a better cup, then we'd be looking at like 50. We'd be looking at about 57 crit rate, and 57 crit rate, and like 200 crit damage. That's about what I like to see, is like 250. Yeah, exactly. During Zhao Kaching, that makes sense. I mean, recharge is nice, and she's got about 2,000 attack, and it jumps up with the spear. My Fischl, I use Fischl a lot, actually, and for whatever reason, she has Gladiator and Bloodstained. She kind of gets a lot of offhand hand-me-downs. Like, I usually play with Fischl a lot, because she's really just support, like, but it helps. She's got the Skyward Harp at R4. I never rolled for this. I've got that all offhand, Skyward Harp. Like, I just keep getting them. I hope I get another one. She's C6. Her C6 is broken. I rolled for C6 her during Albedo, and then I ended up wanting Albedo, and Albedo was, like, super good. For her, I use a crit rate. This is a fucking good helmet. Oh my god. I use a crit rate helmet with 24% crit damage, and then recharge, a little bit of mastery. Really nice. One of my best helmets I've ever gotten. I remember I got this around Christmas. It was super good. She uses an electro damage goblet with 21% crit damage and 11 recharge. Super nice. She has this. This is like my best gladiator thing. It's just energy recharge 25%. I really wish this was Sealed Fate. My god. But recharge, crit damage, awesome. And then this feather, 19% crit damage. I think it got 1 roll to HP or 2. I don't know. It's scary. And then recharge. And then this beautiful, beautiful flower, 26 crit damage, 10% attack, and 5 crit rate. So it would have went 3 rolls to crit damage, 1 roll to attack, and 1 roll to crit rate, which is just fucking nice. Really good. With the Skyward Harp, she gets a bonus. She created a whole universe, apparently. She gets 35 extra crit damage, which puts her at 64 crit, 189 crit damage, and 166 recharge. I think it's a bit too much recharge, but because she's a battery, you just always have it ready. It's really nice. And her crit damage is fairly high. My Beto. I worked on my Beto for about, I want to say a month. She was like my little pet project. When they did the buff for Elemental Mastery, I wanted to just play around with Elemental Mastery to see how good lightning would go with her burst. Like when I learned you could use her burst and switch out, I was like, oh my god, that's so fun. I would use it with Tartaglia. I would put up a lot of little showcases of that. It was really fun. I like Elemental Mastery.
I'm always ready.
Like when I first started playing the game, I didn't like it until I saw water and electricity. I'm like, oh fuck, that's cool. I like that stuff. For her, I use a 4-piece Thundering Fury, which took forever because Thundering Fury is the most like stupid set ever. It never gives you anything nice ever. I got her C6'd. My talents, my Stormbreaker is maxed. My Tide Caller's right before it, and Oceanborn's never really been touched. I don't really physically attack with her. I use the Wolf's Gravestone with her because it looks nice. And when she's even when she's like off the field or whatever, basically as long as she hits or her burst hits an enemy under 30% of their health, she buffs the entire party's attack by 60%, which is just really nice. 60% attack bonus when your burst is going is nice. My artifacts for her. Oh, what is Icicle Imprisonment? So Icicle Imprisonment is just the same thing as Icicle Punishment. It's the exact same attack. Like, it's the exact same move. If you would have noticed with Icicle Punishment, when you put on Icicle Punishment, the card states Icicle Imprisonment, but when you put it on, it turns into Icicle Punishment. It's just like a typo thing, translation error. Icicle Punishment and Icicle Imprisonment are the same thing. I think different skill levels, like rank levels, just have it worded differently, like 5, 6, and 7. Like 7 might be punishment, but like 6 is imprisonment, like for no reason. For her, I have a crit damage cup with 21 recharge, which is nice. I have an elemental mastery. That's a helmet. The cup is elemental mastery. Try that out. This is a really bad one. It's got a lot of base attack, which doesn't help. It's 14% attack, 10% crit damage. Probably the best elemental mastery I've gotten. I don't think I've gotten anything better. No, I don't. I have no other elemental masteries raised up. I do not. Okay. The great thing about Beto is that her burst snapshots, like if you buff her, then she switches out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like you can get the Wolf's Gravestone buff and then do it, then switch out and it stays on. That's exactly correct. Yeah. So I have 2 elemental mastery things, like elemental mastery cup and elemental mastery sands, just to try it. It's a pretty good sands actually, like 17 crit damage, 9% attack, and then 8.9% crit damage or crit rate. I'm really hoping they make Thunder just work. Like they need to make all reactions work like Vaporize and Melt. Like there's no reason for them to just be so damn good. Like, Anyway. Then I got this Feather, which is 9% attack, and it is... I think I got like 2 rolls of defense, but then it's 54 mastery and a little bit of recharge. And then I got this Feather with 42 mastery, 17 crit damage, and 15 recharge. So I'm all about just the mastery and stuff. Her mastery is 469, which is nice. And it affects Overloaded, Superconduct, Electrocharge, Shattered, which she can trigger Shattered, and Swirl by 303%, which is kind of good. Yeah, so that's my main focus with her. Just come on in, power up everybody else. 20 crit rate and 158 crit damage. Her crit rate could be a lot higher. Recharge is kind of nice there. Electro damage at 39 just because she exists. That's her own passive.
Trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Who else do I use? I used to use Ningguang a lot. My Ningguang's really bad right now. I kind of gutted her, so I'm not going to talk about her, but she has like a crit rate. What is this? Gladiator, Geo, Cup, Geo, Wanderer's Troop. Yeah, she's just bad. Don't even look at her. You spent 600 making 2 exactly, man. It shouldn't be that much. It should be what PC paid, which was 100. Like, think about it, man. If we get 10 OC restores, that's what it's all about. Okay. My Tartaglia is not that great either. I say that, but I'm working on him. Like 11% attack, 7 crit damage, recharge, HP, Hydro Cup. That one's okay. Elemental Mastery, crit damage, attack, crit rate on the helmet. Elemental Mastery, Sands with attack, crit rate, recharge, a bit of defense. This is a good Feather. even though I got to roll the defense, it doesn't bother me. 26 crit damage is 26 crit damage. And then this one is a lot of mastery, 72 mastery, and we got one roll to crit rate, the rest to mastery. Kind of nice for a mastery type build. Because he's water all the time, I trigger a lot of reactions with 312 mastery. So him and Vado kind of work together in tandem. He uses a rest. He has 107 crit damage, 55 crit rate, and a little bit of energy recharge. Alright, my Ganyu's kind of built pretty good. Not the best Ganyu in the world, but she's pretty good. I pretty much only use her in Spiral Abyss, but she's got 24-20 attack. Her attributes are 31.4% crit rate and 234.5 crit damage. My crit rate is kind of low because I always use her with another ice character to get ice resonance to buff her crit rate to 50%, if not more, against frozen enemies, to putting it to 70 because of cryo resonance actually being decent. So that's how that goes. Her weapon is the Amos bow, which I got at one point in time, rolling for the Golden Majesty weapon. I'll show you guys something really cool if I equip Thundering Pulse. If I equip Thundering Pulse, she has 300.7 crit damage and 30% crit rate. So, you know, it's like a 1 to 10 ratio of crit to crit damage. And oddly enough, it's like not as strong as the Amos bow. Like giving this much crit damage, it's not enough. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's not as strong as Amos, and it makes no sense. Yeah, she runs Cryo Set. So for her, I have a crit damage helmet. My helmets are not good for cryo. Never, like, this is decent. It's the best one I've gotten. 16% attack, a little bit of mastery, and then some HP. It's nothing ideal, but it works. This is my best cup I've ever gotten in my entire life. This is my baby. This is the best cup I've ever seen. 11 recharge, 5% attack, 6.6 crit rate, and 25 crit damage. Just overall nice. Everything about it nice. Everything useful. Everything good. Just nice. Yeah, the weapon effect from Amos is just that good. There is an argument of like, why don't I just use the 4-piece Wanderer's Troop? I don't know. It just never happened. It's just. I think I tried it once. Like, I can make a pretty damn good Wanderers, but anyway. Then I have a 13.6 crit rate, 11 crit damage, attack, sands of time. Then I have this feather with 21 crit damage, 6.2 crit rate, 5.8 attack, and 13 defense. And then I have this beautiful little flower with 9% HP, 25 crit damage, and 37 defense. So really, you got 3 good rolls of crit damage, and a misroll to HP, and a misroll to defense. I don't think I have anything better in terms of, what's this set called? Blizzard Strayer. I have this one. This one's kind of good. Like, I have fought between these two artifacts a lot. Like 19% crit damage. So I'd lose 6 crit damage. I'd gain like 6% more crit. I'd gain a bit of attack percent and recharge. Like, it's really just me choosing between 6% more crit damage. Really. Like, apart from that, this is just absolutely better, but I just take the crit damage. I guess that's just me. Realistically, I should use this. Like 5% crit damage versus more consistent crits. And a bit more recharge. And a bit more attack. Like, what does that put me up for attack? My attack goes up like 50 points for 5%. What does that do to me? 228 and 38. More consistent. Yeah, okay. And then the artifact set, Blizzard Strayer, 15% cryo damage. And when the character attacks an opponent affected by cryo, their crit rate is increased by 20%. If the opponent is frozen, crit rate is increased by additional 20%. So I thought that was the resonance, but that's that effect. So basically, every second arrow gets 20% more crit, putting me at a 58% crit ratio. And then there's the resonance, which boosts it again, so that's always useful. My Eula is my secondary DPS character. She's got 2,280 attack. She has an R5 Song of Broken Pines. You get 15? Okay, cool. Thank you. But if they're frozen, it like doubles, eh? Something like that. This was actually really harmless for me to get. I got this Song of Broken... I got, like... It cost me more to get Eula to Constellation 1 than it did to get Song of Broken Pines to R5. Like, this was, like, the easiest thing I've ever gotten. I kind of rolled off stream for it, but it was just, like... It was just the easiest thing ever. So... Like, it just kept coming, so I didn't stop. I think I refilled, like, 3 times and had extra. Like, that's how it went. For Eula, as I said, she gets all my Rosaria hand-me-downs. So she has a 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Pale Flame, so she always gets a 50% physical damage bonus. My flower is 28% crit damage and 10.5 energy recharge. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it does. And then I got an attack roll. My other Pale Flames are all Mastery, and it just drives me up a wall. The only other good one is Rosaria's. Then she has this Gladiator Feather. I actually just tweaked my Eula build the other day. It used to be like less crit damage and more crit, and I took away some crit for more crit damage, something like that. I just had better artifacts I wasn't considering. 10.9 crit rate and 13.2 crit damage, and then 9.3 HP. Pretty solid. 1 off roll to HP, and the rest went to the stats that mattered. This definitely needs to be improved. Like, this is really bad. In my opinion, like, it's solid. It's like a 2 out of 5 per, like, good. Like 15% HP, no need of that. 1 roll to energy recharge and 1 roll to crit damage. If that, no, the crit damage would have started at like 5 point something. It's actually a low rolled crit damage 3 times. No, it can't be. HP would have been 3 rolls to HP, 1 roll to crit damage, 1 roll to recharge. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it's only it could be a lot better. This has a lot of room to grow. What is this set? This is Pale Flame. I don't have any other attack pieces for it, so until I get something better, that's what I have. My cup, this is a nice cup. Physical damage, 27.9% crit rate, or not crit, Jesus fuck, could you imagine? Energy recharge, 27% crit rate. Ah, yeah, boy. That would never happen. 27.9 energy recharge, and it didn't roll anything else. I think it went HP and then 4 rolls to recharge straight up. It was a 3-statter. So, and it's good. Energy recharge for her is good recharge. And then I have this, which is, it got 1 roll to HP, 1 roll to defense, 1 roll to HP, 1 roll to defense, 1 roll to HP, again, and then like a couple rolls to crit damage. Like, this is one of those, oh, I have crit rate, crit damage, let me roll it, and it went to 20%. So, I don't even know how that works, because you get 1 at 4, 1 at 8, 1 at 12, 1 at 16. I don't even know how it has that many boosts on it. Anyway, but it does. So, that's my Eula. She could get, I think, rooms to grow is the mask. Like, it's decent, 20%, but it could be higher. Right, yeah, it's true. Raiden Shogun and Eula, they go together really good. That's right. You're absolutely correct. I think my goblet's kind of good. I don't really need to focus on that. I need a better timepiece, and I need a better helmet. That's it. Now, this is my prize possession, is Albedo. Albedo's build to me, it's almost complete. Like, I need a better feather. I'm going to say that now. I need a better feather for Albedo. But this is like my best build. So, my Albedo is 35 crit rate, 223 crit damage, and 125 recharge, and 90 geo damage. He uses the almighty Harbinger of Dawn because it's just so good for him. That extra 46% crit damage and 28% crit rate. I have a Bolded and Petra set. Realistically, I was going to go for full Petra, but it ended up I just got really good Bolded artifacts. Honest to God. And that is this thing right here. 30 at the time, this was my highest crit damage artifact I had. 30 crit damage and 12.4 defense, which is good. He needs defense, he needs crit damage. I can't argue that. I can't contest it. I've got nothing equal to that, if not better, at this point. As for my feather, this feather is kind of decent for him, but I wish it was crit damage. Like, I don't need that much energy recharge on Albedo, but I use this. It's nice. I know, eh? So it got 12%, 11% defense, and then 20% crit recharge. It's fine. It gets the job done. But personally, I'd like to see this be 21 crit damage and 11 defense. But I just do not get, what is this, Archaic Petras? When I run Archaic Petra, I just do not get stuff. I do not get good feathers. Like, I need to see something with, like, defense percent and crit damage before I ever enhance it. It has to have those two stats on it. I'm surprisingly I have a Petra, but... So then my clock, this is like a nice clock. It's 12% crit rate and 11.2 crit damage. There's no defense on it. It would be a nice substat to have as opposed to attack, but this gets the job done. It's a defense main stat. That's why it's not there, because this is a defense main stat. Fuck, look at me. I'm so used to being attack, I didn't even consider it. Defense main stat, 12 crit rate, and 11 crit damage. Yep, we'll get there soon, man. This is for you. This video is for you, because you asked for it in that stream. With Albedo, I hit for... Now, I always use Albedo with Zhongli. It's very rare. Like, in Spiral Abyss, I'll use them separate so I can have shields in each team. But during my usual comp, it's Albedo and Zhongli. And with Geo Resonance, they will hit... my Albedo will crit for like 2300, 2200, 2100. Anywhere in that range. So 2100 to 2300. If he doesn't have Geo Resonance, it's about 1700 or 17,000, 18,000, something around that range. My cup is nice. This is a beautiful cup. It could be a little better, but I won't complain. 22 crit damage, 35 hard defense, and 19 defense percent. Now, if it didn't go to that defense there and it went to defense percent, holy fuck, that'd be nice. But I can't complain about that. This is just Albedo City, and he's gone through quite a few Geo Cups. The most you've seen someone hit with it was 40. Are they eating food? Is that vanilla? Jesus, 40k. I wish, man. They'd have to have some perfect arties. When I do eat food, it's quite high. I will admit that is fun. What am I looking? Geo damage. It's probably food, yeah. Like, he's gone through quite a few cups for Geo, I think. Just, yeah. That one, he used to have this one 14 and 17, and then it was a direct upgrade to 22 and 19. And then my helmet is again a Bolded helmet, because you run that artifact dungeon, right? Trying to get this stuff, and it ended up being like, well, here's 10% crit rate and 13.9 defense. Awesome. Like, I wish this was Archaic Petra or something else, but that just does not happen to me. Yeah. And I have tried using a defense cup, but it wasn't good enough. Like, hard defense cup just didn't do it. Okay, so here's... Oh, you wanted to see my Raiden. Okay, my Raiden is nowhere near close to done. But this is the one in that video that did 300k to Tartaglia. So, disclaimer. I wailed hard for this engulfing lightning weapon. I wanted the weapon more than her. This is R5. This is where everything comes from. I get 120% attack after I use my burst. That's where that comes from. Not before, though. The initial hit is not affected by 120%. It's only the hit after. Because she gains 50 energy recharge, and I compensated for that, the build. Okay, so my Raiden Shogun attack is 2,778. Her stats are as follows: 37.3 crit rate and 148 crit damage. You feel lied to. And then 242 energy recharge. My electro damage is 103. I'm still working on getting her a better cup and a better something. What I have right now is... Holy fuck, this is bad. Oh, wait, no, this isn't that bad. This is actually pretty decent. I thought this was the flower. I have a crit damage helmet with 12.8 crit rate. I really wish this would have went to attack, but it went to 56 defense, which bums me the frig out. I used to have this energy recharge one, but I opted for this one with crit rate instead. Yeah, I've been struggling with this set. I cannot get like a decent crit damage one. Like really decent. Like 12% crit rate's good. It's just it could have been on attack, which would have made it better. My cup is an electro cup. Oh, it is. I do have an electro cup. Okay, I thought I had a different cup. Anyway. This is a decent cup. 17.5 recharge, 14 crit damage, 8.9 crit rate. Electro. This one got better over time. This is 22.5 crit damage, 11 defense, and 44 mastery. Still, it could be better. My feather is 14% attack, 11% recharge, and 10% into HP. And then my flower is 6.5 recharge, 10.5 crit rate, 37 mastery, and attack 10.5. So as you can see, my crit damage is really low. I only have like a crit damage helmet, 14 on this, and 22 on this. Oh, it could all be better. I'm not satisfied with this set at all. I actually gave up farming this for a while. Like, I was farming this set for a long time, and I was having such, like, bad luck. Like, such bad luck with it that I just gave up. Like, this one is okay. It's, like, all the stats are good, but I wish there would be more crit damage to go around. Like, this, it's attacking and recharge. It's decent, but if it would have been a bit more recharge, could have been a bit better. This one's probably like, it's okay. Like, I'm actually not satisfied with her set at all. Like, I know. Like, it's quite subpar. Like, it looks subpar, but it's a shit ton of recharge. I used to have like 300 plus recharge, but this was just more damage. And then 150 crit damage and 37 crit rate. It is. It might have been part, in fact, that I was using her with Sarah, because Sarah's buff, like for those that know, the Sin of Pride is, right, because they have to do recharge. I understand that exactly. Like, my thing is, every artifact that I have that doesn't even have crit damage on it, but it could have it as a substat, is like, I'm missing out on like 30 crit damage for every artifact that doesn't have crit damage on it, just as vanilla. Like, only 2 of mine have crit damage on it, which means my feather and my flower are both lacking. I could have an extra 14 crit damage just for having it exist. Like, to me, I think about that and I'm like, fuck. But yeah, like, Sarah C6 is electro damage of characters who have had their attack increased by Tengu Jurai, has its crit damage increased by 60%. So when I use her with Sarah, she does get 60% crit damage. And I tend to use them always together. And that puts her at 200 crit damage. It does. For right now. My Sarah, who I like as a character, has a R5 Thundering Pulse. Because to me, it's like, oh, it's her weapon. I'm going to get it for her. It's the same thing as Rosaria. Like, I like Sarah. Look at them legs. Anyway, so I got her a Thundering Pulse. Her attack is 2,808. And I use a 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Shimenawa's Reminiscence. And realistically, I think I wanted to have a full Shimenawa, but it just doesn't come to me. My talents are like this. I have to put all of Signora's stuff on Bale, so she doesn't get any love. My Raiden Shogun kind of janky because I think she's doing more damage with a Jade Spear than energy. I've heard that. Like, Jade Spear, after you do 7 hits, it increases damage dealt. Like, it'll increase your damage 27%, like, flat. As opposed to just buffing the stats before. Like, it's kind of like an output versus... like, addition versus, like, percent at the end. So for her, I'm still working on her. But she's got... This came... And I came with it. Right, the crit, exactly. I got this like last week. I damn near nut myself when this thing popped out. Oh, this might be my best artifact ever. Like, yeah, it's not 5 stats to 1. It's not like 5 crit damages, but god damn. Oh yeah, 31 crit damage and 15% attack. Like, it's some nice. Really nice. My feather is decent. It's nice. It's like 3 rolls to crit rate and 2 rolls to attack. It's basically the exact same thing as this. It's just with crit rate. 10% crit rate and because it would have went what 3, 6, 10 and then 1 roll to attack, and I think it might have gained defense. Or maybe even 2 rolls to attack. I don't know. Does attack go 5, 5, 5? I don't know. But it's nice. Crit rate and attack. This one is pretty bad. Like, it's just 13% crit rate, which is solid, but it doesn't do anything else. I think it got a roll to HP and a roll to attack, where it could have had, it doesn't exist on it, but it could have had crit damage on it somewhere. So I'm still working on the time clock. My cup is electro damage bonus, 15% attack and 1 roll to attack. It's kind of it's decent for an electro. Like, she used to. I have a lot of competition for electro cups. I have tried her with a physical cup the other day actually, just to see what her bow damage was like. And I used a physical damage cup with Sarah just to see what it'd be like. And with her talent only at 6, she was able, with her own R2 buffing, like, she can do like 5,000 an arrow, maybe 10,000 sometimes. And, like, it's weird, like, it fluctuates. Like, it starts at, like, 1. It starts at, like, 1,000, and then it'll, like, vary to, like, 3,000, 5,000. If I buff her, she's, like, 7,000. Because she buffs her own crit rate, right, with her C6. She buffs her own crit damage 60%. So I've had her, like, do, like, 10k on a circle press, on an auto attack, because of Thundering Pulse. And then, this is a nice hat. I like this hat a lot. You unlock, nice, cool. I was really happy when I got this one. This one, again, it's a crit damage hat with, I think, 10, I can't see because of the comments, but 13.2 crit rate and 11% attack. I think that's fine. I got 1 roll to defense. I'm not going to cry about it. I like this hat a lot. Overall, she is 47 crit rate and 209 crit damage if I use her own buff. I have it right now, actually. If I use her buff, she jumps to 3,395 attack. which is pretty much all of the time you're going to be using her. And then you can't see it because it's only for electro characters. It's not a static increase. But she would be at 269 crit damage because of her own skill. And that also increases my attack by 40%. And by giving her a 5-star weapon, it increases how much of a buff she gives to her allies. Like, she makes Raiden go from, like, 2,800 to 3,365. So it's about 500 attack. Something like that. Which is nice. It's more than an Adeptus Temptation, but it's not as much as Bennett. But you can run them both if you wanted to. You can run all three of those things if you wanted to. Now, I think I've mentioned most characters that I use. My Chi-Chi's pretty shit, but I'll show her off anyway. My Chi-Chi uses a sacrificial sword because it's the best damn sword, and it matches her color scheme, and that's all you need to know. My Chi-Chi has 143 crit damage and 23 crit, and a 16% healing bonus. And a fuck ton of recharge. Her artifacts are pretty shit. I have a crit damage helmet of the Millilith. I actually run Millilith Chi-Chi because it's fucking good. Every time you hit them with the little ice ball, you buff your whole team by 20% attack. It's really nice. It has a lot of mastery and HP, and a little bit of crit. She has a cryo helmet, which is surprisingly Millilith. I didn't know this. I actually ran a 5-piece Millilith set without thinking it. And it's recharge, attack percent, which is good for Chi-Chi. 13.2 crit damage, and then 6 crit rate. And then 56 mastery. I'm running a lot of mastery on her. Attack stuff. And then this cool off pet piece flower, which is attack 21, recharge 12, and crit damage 11.7. And basically just Millilith. I don't even know why I'm showing off my Chi-Chi. There's no reason. My Mona's kind of bad too. Her crit rate's fucking high. I was having fun with Mona for a week. Like, a week, when I was doing Watatsumi Island, I was using Mona to, like, go through the water and stuff. I was having a lot of fun with her. Not gonna lie. My Mona has the Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds at R3. Where did she go? Come back. She has a crit rate helmet with 21% recharge and 42 mastery. She has a Hydro Cup with 14% crit damage, 11 recharge, and then some HP rolls. She has an attack Sands with 63 mastery, 12 crit damage. And then she has a 24 crit damage Noblesse Feather with 9% attack and 13 defense, or 12 defense, I'd say. And then she has this this used to be Zhongli's flower, but it's 11% recharge, 26.4 crit damage, and 3.1 crit rate, which turned out to be 75% crit damage, or crit rate, and 133 crit damage, and 176 recharge. And a bit of mastery, 105, which helps with Vaporize a little bit. Like, she's really fun with Raiden. Like, you just doop, 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 doop. It's really fun. Right. So you asked what was my team when I fought Tartaglia. I usually used I would have had Sarah, Bale, Zhongli, and Jean. I pretty much always have Zhongli on every team, and I just change out like 2 characters. Speaking of Zhongli, this is my Zhongli. He's not like he's good, but he's not as good as he could be. He has the Staff of Homa at R2 because I wanted the Wolf's Gravestone, and it was there. So I got that. So you get 66% crit damage from it. My artifacts are the Millilith set, so every time a pillar hits something, he buffs the whole team 20%. And increases their shield strength, so I like that a lot. I have 30, it's a crit rate helmet with 14% attack, 14% crit damage, and 10% energy recharge. Actually, really nice helmet. This cup is a beautiful fucking Geo cup. Oh my sweet God. Look at that. I forgot about this. Holy shit. So 27% crit damage, 6.6 crit rate, and 8.7 attack. All desirable stats, all upgraded very, very well. I use an HP Sands of Time with 24% energy recharge and a bit of mastery on it. Mostly just for the recharge. My feather is 27.2% crit damage, 9.9% attack, 10.9 defense, and a little bit of recharge. And then my flower is 28.8 crit damage, 11% recharge, and 32 defense, which is nice. Altogether, he is Constellation 6 because Chrysos, Bounty of the Dominator, is so good. You get healed every time you get hit. Power up his burst, power up your AoE of your attack and petrification. You get to give all your allies a shield when you burst, and you get 2 pillars. Overall, that puts him at 46 crit rate and 213 crit damage with 152 recharge. And then 75 geo damage. He usually hits about 100k with the meteor. And lastly, this is, like, as I said earlier, I've been getting really, really bored. Like, I was getting bored farming artifacts for Raiden. Like, it felt fruitless to me. So I started working on my gene. And I noticed that when I do Spiral Abyss, I would get a lot of compliments on my gene's damage. They'd be like, oh my god, look at your gene go, look at your gene go. Well, my gene was, like, built once during, like, my Genshin, like, adolescence. Like, my really early time in Genshin, like, I wasn't really that knowledgeable. Like, I didn't really know what I was doing that much. And I ended up always having, I had an attack helmet. I had an attack, I basically just put 4 viridescence on her, just so I can get the debuff for elements. And my artifacts were really much all pretty much booty. But I farmed for about a week last week to finally get her a crit damage helmet, and I finally got one. So, that said, I use a Primordial Jade Cutter. I ended up getting this really easily when I rolled for the When I rolled for the Primordial Jade Spear, I got them both R5, and it was no overlap, and it was good. This grants her 44.1 crit rate, which means basically you can, if you have the sword, you can essentially just build crit damage on everything, and forego having anything really having crit, apart from just existing as a substat, and you'll be fine. So how I've been doing is I used to have an attack piece, I got rid of it. I had this one for a little bit as an upgrade. It was a crit rate one with 14% attack and 5 crit damage, which I ended up just giving to Venti because I got a better one for Jean, and I got this beautiful thing. Yeah. Like, it starts like that. Like, you just get a character, you throw things on them, then eventually you upgrade them. Like, this is me going back to Jean. I got this one. This was so nice to get crit damage and 27% recharge and a little bit of mastery. It went 1 roll to HP, which isn't that bad because Jade Cutter buffs my attack by HP. This was like, let's go. I can do this. And I finally replaced this. Oh, I know. My Jean's attack isn't as high as you think it would be. My Jean's attack used to be 2600. My Jean's attack used to be around 2600 because I just stacked HP. I had a lot of HP in my artifacts for Jean. And it just put her attack up because of... well, before I used to have attack percent helmet. I had an attack helmet, and I had I had like a 20% HP something else. Like, it was attack with HP on the helmet, and it just gave her a lot of attack. Then I got this fucking cup last week too. I think I was farming for Albedo, and I had this cup. I'm like, oh, it's Animo. It's got some nice substats. Let's bump this up a bit. And it bumped up really, really nice. on a wind character to get 47 mastery and 26.4 crit damage? Oh, you thought I'd be around 1.8? I'm at 2.1 right now. So this was awesome. I got this. I used to have a really bad wind cup. I don't even know what it was. Man, I go through a lot of bad cups, man. I go through a lot of shit. Like, really quick, because you said that, let's look at a bunch of characters' cup. Zhongli's cup, fucking good. Diona's cup, I don't really know because there's a chat thing there. But why does Diona have a cup? I don't even use Diona. But I just give stuff to people at times. Mastery and shit. HP. Albedo's cup's good. Ganyu's cup's godly. What? Oh. Oh, you were checking through the friend list thing? Oh, I see. It's probably... I don't know why it would say that. Because it doesn't factor weapon effects. It's weird like that. If my Raiden Shogun is not on the team, it shows her having like less attack because she's not on the field. Like when you look at a character's stats when they're not on the field, it does not calculate weapon effects. It does not calculate it. Yeah, it doesn't. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely correct. Like, for example, my Albedo's not on the field, and it shows his attributes as 35.5 crit rate. But if I really quickly, yes, I run a cryo cup on Bennett. I don't run Bennett. I don't run Bennett. The fact that Bennett has anything on him is a testament to my own sin.
Understood.
But if I switch in Albedo, it shows my crit rate. This is my Albedo's real stats. 63 and 223. It's fucking good. It's not 30%. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is fucking wrong. This isn't wrong at all. Like, this isn't right. What? No, I didn't see 6 Bennett. Look, he's got this little thing on his head. It says, hey, listen, you should fuck off. No, I just threw on a bunch of shit on him to give him 4-piece noblesse. That's all I did. Anyway, to finish my gene, which I'm really excited about this gene, okay? So recap, 27% recharge, crit damage helmet, 26 crit damage, and 47 mastery cup. This I'm still working on. This bugs the shit out of me. I was really close with like this yesterday. I had this yesterday. I was so hyped about it, and it just fucked off and went to defense and pissed me off. This fucking thing. Like, I was farming, and then this fucking thing shows up. I'm like, let's go! And then it's just like defense, and I'm like, fuck! I threw the controller. I was so sad. But yeah, it's 19.4 crit damage, a little bit of mastery, and a bunch of attack kind of wasted. If it would have been attack percent, fuck, we'd be laughing. But it wasn't. Got to work early, right on, man. And then my feather, I went through a lot of viridescent feathers, actually. I went through a lot of these. I think I threw one away or something. My first one was this on Gene, was 14% crit damage, 13 recharge, and 15% HP. I'm like, that's pretty good. The HP goes toward Jade Cutter. I'll use that. And then I got this one, and I'm like, it's about the same, whatever. And my new one is really nice. It is 28% crit damage and 40 elemental mastery and a little bit of HP, which again, it goes towards my total. It's not that bad. Yes, I'd rather it be percent. Yeah, it's right nice. It's right nice for a wind character. Mastery, crit damage. And my feather, or my flower, is completely solid. It got one roll to attack and 27% crit damage. So basically, Gene's got 27 crit damage here, 28 here, 20 here, nothing on the animal cup. Oh, fuck, she doesn't use an animal cup. Never mind, Jesus. I mean, what do you mean she doesn't use an animal cup? Listen to me. It's sorted wrong. 26 on the, she doesn't use an animal cup. 26 on the animal cup. So 28 or 27, 28, 20, 26, and 62. I'm still trying to get a better time clock because I'm so close. Overall, that puts her at 53 and 213. With a healing bonus of 22, a recharge of 133, and an elemental mastery of 124. And 61% animal damage. Where does that come from? That's weird. Why does she have animal? Where does that come from? Oh, from the artifact set. Okay, I'm about to fucking say. Where does that come from? It doesn't add up. I forgot about that. The animal, the 2-piece set. And then viridescent, so whatever you swirl, you lower their defense. I wish I had constellations for. I was so excited to get C2 Jean. I think C2 Jean's the greatest thing in the entire game. Anytime Jean gains energy, your whole party gains movement speed and attack speed, and that wins out the day. And then Spiraling Tempest, you can hold the R2. I wish I had more levels to my skill. I wish I could lower everyone's animo resistance by 40%. And C6, I wish I could lower all my damage by 35%. I wish I had these constellations. But I don't. But yeah, so my old Jean, the one that I would use in Spiral Abyss, had about 70 crit and like 124 crit damage. I've essentially doubled my crit damage. Just about. Like, in the time being. Oh, C2 Jean's awesome. Oh, fuck yeah. All Jeans. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've gotten 8 Chi-Chis. I've gotten 6 Kachings, 8 Chi-Chis, 4 Deluxe, 4 Monas. You haven't gotten a single Jean? No! Jean's fun. Okay. Now that we've done all that, I don't think there's any characters I missed that I use. Rosaria. Sometimes I have been using Ningguang a little bit, but she's not that good. Mine's not that good, essentially.
A walk would be nice.
But this was the team that I would have used to fight Tartaglia the other day. So just for fun, let's go fight him again. See if we can replicate what we did. I imagine it's just we swirled with Jean, we buffed with Zhongli, and I don't know. Is it a problem that I find it too troublesome to like buff with every character? Like I find that annoying.
Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Oh, I don't have my burst. Oh my god! I thought I had a burst. I'm spamming it. That's funny.
Barbados, guide us.
Where'd you go? Shit. I'm so used to having bursts ready.
Quiver.
Shit.
Not bad.
Yeah, she can do like 8,000.
Taking this serious.
Solidify.
Shine down. Flash.
All you do is run. Gather. Has your luck run out?
Strike.
Where'd he go? I'm actually playing really horribly.
Hiding back there.
Okay. Okay. Child fight. Skip, please. Thank you.
Illusion shattered. Quiver.
Switch. I don't have a Zhongli shield.
Solidify. This is order.
Can we max that out? I don't. Oh, where's my burst? There it is.
To oblivion.
I didn't crit. Okay. I tried to do everything I could, but I didn't crit. Let's try again. I'm like, why isn't triangle working? Why am I not dying? And then I died. Oh well.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. A fine opportunity.
Wait, did he not get hit by that?
How unbecoming.
Shine down. Quiver.
Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Go and fly.
That was weird.
Has your luck run out?
Strike. Storm the front.
The price of a single slip.
Go and fly. Illusion shattered.
Okay. Oh, true. If I just had crit food, you're right. You're right.
There is no escape. Wind, hear me. Inazuma shines eternal.
I did more damage, but I didn't crit. Okay. We'll consider that. Where's food? Is it deluxe food that gives you crit? Pile up. If it's super pile up, then you get crit damage, which is cheating, so just pile up. 20%'s good, right? Yeah. You know, when I first like fought Child, I really struggled, and now I'm just like here, just like fighting them for fun, like just to test things.
Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Ooh,
Passable. Not bad, not bad.
give me health.
Not bad. You've got a trick.
This is
No use
order.
hiding back there.
Would you like listen?
Solidify.
Shine down.
My burst isn't ready.
Strike. Go and fly. Torn to oblivion.
I still didn't crit. What are you at? 57 didn't crit. Damn it. Something's wrong here. How can this happen?
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Taking your seat.
Solidify.
There, I did like 40. I used to do like 20.
The price of a single slip.
There is no escape.
Luck run out.
How do you skip this? I'm gonna break my X button.
Solidify.
Shine down. Strike. Go and fly.
I missed.
Barbados, guide us. Flash. Inazuma shines eternal.
There it was.
You win, and some you lose.
Okay. So 330. I don't know if we have more. I think we have more players than JP. I'm not entirely sure. But there we go. So with this team, just with a little bit more crit for convenience, we have the Zhongli barrier, the Sarah buff, and the Jean debuff from wind. Because I can only swirl lightning. That's the advantage. Well, like, yeah, if you run like Zhongli and Jean or any wind character, you can only swirl the other elements, so you don't have to worry about Geo getting swirled, which lets you always get the Viridescent debuff. But if, let's say, you were using a shield character like Jinyan or Diona to give you a shield, then you might end up swirling Cryo or Pyro. So we are able to do 30k with no exterior buffs or anything like that. 33. I gotta do my commissions, actually. I haven't done anything today.
Let's investigate this further.
Sooner we're done, the better.
I shouldn't do commissions with this team. That bugs me. Because I'm not getting... I'm trying to get their... I'm trying to get the friendship up for that one challenge.
Let's do this. Stay close and...
You know, it's funny. You think people would never say that... Like, when Albedo came out, not many people wanted him. But then later you hear a lot of, man, Albedo's pretty cool. And he is. Albedo's really cool. I really do think Electro Resonance needs a rework. I think Electro as a whole needs a rework. I'd rather see Electro become overpowered than underpowered. Like, I'd rather everything just be equally overpowered. Because then that's just a standard. I could be sneaky, but we're not here to be sneaky.
Burst forth.
Illusion shattered! Strike!
Live! Feel this ancient power.
Oh, I missed.
Coming to be. Looks like I must electrify. Quake!
Yeah, Albedo, super. Like, if you do a team of, like, Albedo, Zhongli, and Fischl, you're living the life. You're getting so much damage. It's just... bop, 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 bop. It's really fun. Especially with Klee as well. What's over here? What commission is that? Oh, I think that's the Songo one. I really don't know what's down there. What commission is that? Oh, it's a thing. Okay.
Live! Shine down! Flash!
Solidify!
Coming to be.
Oh, can I do that? Slap him in the face? Let me get up.
Moment of birth.
Aww.
Live. Come into being.
There is no escape.
Yeah, so pretty much without doing anything myself, Zhongli and Albedo can just crumple everything. Just bum 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 bum. It's pretty fun. Oh, there's crystals.
Gather.
Okay. What other commissions are there? I've had my commissions set to like Inazuma for like ever. What's this? Is this a balloon? Please don't make me do a balloon. Fatui? Really?
Solidify.
Illusion shattered.
I will have order. Looks like I went too far.
Storm the front.
90k? Fuck, that's good for me. I don't really do 90k. 90? That's a lot.
Burst forth. Gather.
Sarah shouldn't be able to do 90k.
My work finished.
I've never seen 90k. That's the Geo Resonance. That's a fuck ton of damage. Oh, that's this spot. Is this the little boy? No, this is Sango. No, this is Patrick. They robbed from Mr. Kanbei. This is not good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the first time you talk to Detective Sango, she's just like, I'm a detective. And it's like, hey, can you help me find my brother? And it's like, maybe, but I don't really know anything about them. About the theft of chimeras. Well, I did hear about it. It was hard not to hear Mr. Kanbei's angry voice. Wait, are you asking if I saw anything? Sorry, I didn't see anything. In fact, I only know about it until I woken up by the sound of him roaring. Have you seen anyone around who seemed suspicious? Well, I didn't see you suspicious. Not to mention how the atmosphere of the city is really tense right now. If there was anyone suspicious, they would probably have been taken away by the Doshin for questioning by now. Okay. Hello, mister. Darn it, who on earth would have done this? Are you Kanbei? Yes. Oh, you are. If it isn't Ryuji. Has Miss Sango found out who that rascal is? Why, I'm gonna whoop. She has not found the culprit yet. I've told Miss Sango everything that I know. I drank too much, fell asleep straight away. When I woke up, all the more in the store was gone. Curses, who would do such a thing? Maybe he got so drunk he just spent all the money. May I help you with something? Oh, I heard about it. If you're looking for a witness, I'm sorry, I don't have any information of value. I was busy working at the Adventurers Guild at the time when the theft occurred. If you need any proof, I was on guild premises at the time. You can ask Catherine. Have you seen anyone around who seems suspicious? Suspicious? To be honest, it's a bit hard for me to tell. If you take the Vision Hunt decree into account, there's just far too many people whose actions might be interpreted as suspicious. Oh, you told me to ask Catherine. Why am I talking to Sango? Is this Sango? I thought that was Sango. Oh well. I've never had this commission before. Like the full deal. You're back. How was it? Did you find anything? Why am I facing away from her? I thought they were supposed to reset me. Oh well. I see. Thank you. You did a great job. The culprit really knows how to pick his targets. The lacquerware store? Oh, true. I wonder if we'll ever solve that. Oh well. There it is.
Add Astra.
Yes. Add some Astra, please. I'm almost there. Set 273. Okay. So I got 5 cadets. So. Oh, Spiral Abyss reset today? I didn't know that. Oh, I might have some fun. Oh shit. I didn't know Spiral reset. Holy fuck. I might do that. I got time. Well. Let's try our luck on some faded artifacts. Let's try our luck completely. Who do I want to bring?
I'll scout ahead.
That's probably good enough. Yeah, like that. I farm a lot of artifacts. I try to tell myself only to farm talent stuff with like restores because it's guarantees, but I enjoy farming artifacts. I really do.
This is order.
Shudder. Vengeance will be mine.
Ooh, 255. That's even stronger than Eula's. Holy shit. I never thought about that. I never put that in context, how much damage that was. I never put that in context. Holy shit. What are you? Geo damage. What are you? HP. Fuck. If I could get one of those that was attack, oh, I'd love it. Like I hear, like for Raiden, like you want attack sands and attack attack cup. But I just never built attack cups.
Solidify. I will have order.
Glory to the Shogun! Flash! Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy!
Oh. 19, holy fuck. 19 on a circle button. Why use anyone else? What do we got here? It's this domain is just depression for me.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
What am I doing? I can't hurt these slimes. Stop hitting the slimes. Stop. Stop looking at them. Stop it. Stop it! Fuck's sakes. Can they turn that off? Like, that's what I want the most out of this game. Like, when people are like I've seen a lot of things, people talking about what they want changed in this game. And for me, it's toggleable auto-target. Like, turn that fucking shit off. My god. I hate that so much. I hate auto-target in this game. Like, phone users turn it on, but like console players just fucking turn it off. That is my biggest pet peeve. Like, you're lining up a Zhongli meteor complete. I have a video, I uploaded it, where my Zhongli did a 180 to like not hit 4 guys and hit 1 other guy. I uploaded it to Twitter. I was livid. Oh my god. Every time it happens, every time it's like, I want to hit this guy. No, you're going to hit this other guy. That's not optimal. And it's like, fuck you, man. I hate that. I hate that a lot.
Illusion shattered!
Solidify. This is order.
Crush!
Yep. Exactly.
Blood of frost!
Like, I hate that so much.
I condemn you!
Like, you'll see it with Diluc, you'll see it with,
Order guide you.
You're not going anywhere.
Quiver! Shine
Yep.
down.
Me hitting this little thing in the ground instead of the boss. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't have an eye for an eye. Okay. A rack and ruin. Every time, though. Every time you, like, I'm gonna burst, you're gonna, like, hit somebody else. Well, yeah, like... What's this? Attack? Goblet? Crit rate? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe if it gets crit damage. What's that? Hey, that's not bad. If it goes right, it's not bad. If everything just goes to crit damage, it's not bad.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy! More speed!
This is order. Solidify.
Flash! No turning back!
So after my other stream this morning, I actually went out and played Pokemon Go for like 3 hours. No, like an hour and a half, I went and fought Genesect, and I saw this really huge squirrel in a tree, and look at you! Look at you looking all nice and crit damagey. Is your fourth stat like crit rate, or maybe even elemental mastery? Be really nice. I'm out of condensed already, and I got like only one potentially good artifact out of it. Oh, such is the struggle. What did I get? A sealed fate. Defense flat. Oh yeah, true, true. How did I miss that? All right, this is where that streamer luck comes into play, and we get like 80 flat attack, boys. Did I farm artifacts? Why do I have so many 1-stars? Crit rate? All right, you've got my attention. That's a lot of centipede feelers. Alright, let's go. Crit damage? Yeah! Alright. We're on the road to greatness. Listen here. I hit enhance like 3 times. Come on, don't fail me now. Woohoo! Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Attack. You bitch. Now I gotta go all the way to 20 just to see if we hit like 25. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. 10% crit rate, 18 crit damage, and a little bit of attack. That attack's so wasted. Anyway, that's fucking pathetic. Like, the flats need to be better. Honestly. I think that's the problem. The problem isn't that, oh man, flats suck. Like, I'd rather it just say, like, nothing. It should be blank. Like, the flats should be good. Like, not as good, but they should be good. Like, you should be able to get, like, I don't know, 50 attack, 100 attack. Like, 100 attack wouldn't be bad. It'd be fucking nice. Like, if getting, you know, if attack went up, like, if attack was, like, 25 to start, and it went 25, 50, 75, 100, 150, like, 200 attack, that'd be a good artifact. Not really, actually. It'd still be shit compared to attack percent. But it'd be better than what it is. They need to buff flats. But this is still a decent artifact. 10% crit rate and 18 crit damage. If it would have been crit damage again, it would have been damn perfect. Like if it wouldn't have got that attack, it's still good. Can I compare it to what I had before? For Bennett, it would be good. For Bennett, it would be good. So before I have 10% crit, 10% attack, and a little bit of mastery and recharge. It's a good artifact, actually. And then I compare it with not this. My old one, I had one that was 18.7 and 77 mastery, if that's what I was going for. But this one might be better. I can't compare. So, comparison's sake, I lose 10% attack for 18% crit damage. Oh, it's something that doesn't have crit damage to begin with. While maintaining that same crit rate. What the fuck? That's so weird. If I use it, how much did my attack go down? My attack goes down like 200 points. My crit damage does go up a bit, though. So 2778. Okay. Right. It doesn't matter about what his stats are. I mean, HP matters a bit, I think. I'm no Bennett expert, though. Okay, so I lose 100 attack. Yeah, 10% attack is 100 attack. And I lose a bit of recharge, 6% recharge. I'll have to try it out. Because I go from 140 something to 167, which is decent. Yes, if flat attack was base attack, it'd be interesting. You'd have a case for it. Absolutely. I still think it should be a bit higher, but yes, I agree. Right. The only thing that factors into base attack is weapons base attack. Character attack plus weapon attack. So like on characters like Sarah and Bennett, like having a 5-star weapon is generally just a good thing. Okay, I'm getting a lot of dinglings on my phone. What is going on? Oh. Not flower? What about Sands of Time? I'm so blind, like I can't find Severed Emblem of Fate. There it is. Emblem of Severed Fate. So my choices are, the one I'm using is 14% attack and 11 recharge, or 14 recharge and mastery, crit rate recharge, energy reach, crit damage and recharge. That one's kind of good if it got better. That's the new one. Fuck, I wish this was crit rate so much. My god. Alright, let's see if we get in the 4th stat. If it's like crit damage. Or it is crit damage. If it's like crit rate, it's awesome. HP. Suck a lemon. If it goes straight attack, it's good. It's not. I'm not using it. Simple as that. Fuck. Where did it go? Yeah, I ain't using that. No. No, no, no. Not when it's subpar like that. It's waste of ingredients. In my opinion. This one had potential, so I'll put it right into that. Sure. I guess I'll get it to 4 first. Crit rate? Woo! Woohoo! Yeah, that's some good shit right there. Alright. Oh, look how much wind damage I did. Holy fuck. Recharge? Hey! Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's keep this going. That crit rate's fucking low. Why did I say that? It's gonna go up. No, 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 no. Don't touch it. Don't touch HP. Just don't touch HP. Fucking bitch. Oh, I was so close to greatness. Fuck. It had one job. If it would have touched recharge, man. If it would have touched recharge. Fuck. This is still looking good, but it has to touch crit damage or recharge to really shine. Fuck off. Fuck yourself. Oh, I hate that. I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. I've gone through that so much. So much the past couple days. Just so much hype just to get HP. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't even want to look at this. I don't even want this feather to exist. I don't want to look at that testament to my failure. I should have RNG'd better. Like, what was I thinking? I should have RNG'd better. I really wasn't trying. Put me out there, coach. Let me do that again. Seriously? Defense, crit damage, and HP, and it got 2 rolls to it? Even if it got anything now. No. That's 3 rolls to shit stats. This is literally life. What's this? Recharge. I guess just take it because I don't want it. Where did it go? Oh, it's favorited. Oh. All right. Let's go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad for A. Not bad. Okay. It ain't no crit damage, but a little bit of mastery never hurt nobody. The recharge, 18's pretty good. Pretty decent. And 10% attack's good. Okay. So what does that have to compare with? I mean, even for this set, anyone that ever uses this set could use it. Emblem of Severed Fate. So the new one. So I have a 10% crit rate and a bunch of mastery. I have the new one, which is 42, 18, and 9. Really? My old one's just attack and recharge. It's basically the reverse of what I have now, with more recharge and less attack. And that one's just full recharge and mastery. What's this? Let's see how much that affects my attack. If it affects it too much, it's not worth it. My attack is 2665. Puts my recharge to 243 and 167 crit damage. Can they just leave that on so I could not suffer? It's crazy how much attack matters. Like, attack percent is such a strong stat. Oh no. Like 7% recharge, it's not as good as the attack buff. The attack is... Wait, what? What's my attack? 2672. I thought it was way less. 2672. Okay. Let me compare that. Fuck. 2672. Oh, I lose 4 attack. Okay. It's just a difference of 4 points to attack with more recharge. Okay. That's fine. I thought it was a big flop. It's just 6 points to attack, like literally six attack. That's negligible. Okay, so we've kind of seen a bit of an upgrade of her. More crit damage. I wish this had crit damage on it though. So the struggle continues. Where was that attack one I got? Defensive. Crit rate. Yeah, it's all progress, man. Geo, Animo, Cryo. I'm gonna go Cryo right now. Pretty much I'm just bringing Eula and Zhongli here, but I bring the other two for the friendship bonus stuff. That artifact, if that artifact didn't roll HP like fucking 5 times there, oh my god, that was so hype. I feel like I didn't even hit these slimes, that made no sense. Yeah, like it's just doing it. There we go. Alright. Get out of my way! But really though, if I could choose to have a 4-stat artifact, or just an artifact with only 2 stats and they just said crit rate and crit damage and nothing else, or crit rate, crit damage, and attack, that's all I'd want. I wouldn't want anything else in the artifact. I'd give up all my recharge. Well, I can't say that, but fuck, I wish. The dream is like every artifact to have 35 crit damage and a crit rate hat. You'd be living the dream.
There is no escape.
And then you get in the weapon, then you get into character specifics.
Glory to the Shogun. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Hello, how did you guys both get over there?
I will have order.
Oh, they're dead. And then after that stream, I made myself some fast fried pork chops, and they're pretty good. Attack. Oh, 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 hi, hello. Can you be my friend? Oh, fuck. Oh. Can you roll good? Can you roll good for me today? Is the story glitched in Onigiri? I'm not even sure if the story's glitched. Where is it glitched at? That's not bad either. You know what I'm thinking. It just has to not touch that little one in the middle, and we're good to go. Let's go get some more food. An attack cup severed fate though? Oh fuck. That means if I can nab this and it works. I was like, why can't I do anything?
Quiver. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Crush. I condemn you.
Wait, did my burst not go? Where are you going, you annoying thing?
Strike.
I want to shoot. Looks like I let go of aiming and it just stops. You know what sucks? Aiming on the phone. Aiming on the phone sucks so much. I've been using the phone, like when I miss logging in at the start of the day. Aiming on the phone is the worst thing I've ever done in Genshin. On the phone. Aiming with a bow sucks so hard. Because you gotta tap it to turn it on, and you gotta tap it to turn it off. Oh my god. It's not like while you're holding it. Oh my god. And it's like in the fucking way. What's this? Okay. Okay. Oh, I hate that. I was trying to use Sarah on the phone and it was horrible. How strong is that buff?
Solidify.
Flash.
3,000, okay.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
This is order.
Strike.
What are you? Energy recharge. Why couldn't you have crit rate, crit damage, and crit mastery and all this shit? Crit mastery. I don't even use crit rate anymore. I don't even use crit damage. I'm all about crit mastery. Did we ever get the portable crafting table? I mean, with my loading time, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just thinking about it. Okay. Where is that sucker? Is it you? Oh. Alright, don't do what I don't like. Just touch what needs to be touched. Do not do what does not need to be done. You fucking whore. Oh my god, I knew it. Let's go for 50% attack, or 50% HP. However high that fucker goes, let's go all the way. What went up? Mastery. Everything I don't want to go up, huh? Mastery. What else going up? Mastery again? Mastery again. Fuck it, let's go all the way. How to ruin an artifact in fucking 3 seconds. Oh my god. If you're gonna give me mastery, you better go to like 120. Fuck. Energy recharge. Oh man. Complete shit. Like, yeah, it never touched, it went HP then full mastery. What a fucking joke. And some days are just like that. What a fucking joke. And you just stop. Oh. Like, that's why I don't like this feature over here. This horrible thing. The artifact strongbox bullshit. I hate that. I hate this so much. It's limited to only 4 things. 2 of them come from the same damn dungeon. Like, the only ones that matter are these 2. Like, these should be rotating out. And even then, you wouldn't put like 3 artifacts in. That's food. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I did it once and it gave me like a defense hat. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'd rather just give up 2 artifacts to re-roll one of them. Reset it to 0 and re-roll the one that's already good. That system drives me right up a wall. And there are people that defend it, and it drives me... Oh, fuck. It's only good if you want gladiator stuff. And even now, like, you can run a 2-piece Shima now. But, oh, drives me up a wall. Oh... Does it even benefit new players? Well, it doesn't benefit anyone unless they're AR-45. Because they're not getting 5-star artifacts. Right? That thing doesn't benefit new players. Right. Like, the only way it's better is like... But the thing is, to me, you're giving up 3 artifacts. You're giving up 60 resin. You're giving up 60 resin for 20 resin worth. That's not even worth. When artifacts have a repurposing feature of being sacrificed into other artifacts. There's no point to it. Like, to me, it drives me mad. I've been in like a whole YouTube forum comment section arguing about it. Like, oh my god. The only argument I saw against it was, or for it, was, well, like, it lets me farm bosses, like a world boss or something. I don't know. Like, if people fight the bosses, people said, like, you can run regular domains instead of bosses. Like, it lets you use your condensed resin to run normal domains and then give up bad artifacts to get, like, Wanderer's Troop and Gladiator stuff at a discount price of, like, 20 resin every so many tries or something like that. Like, it only works in that niche case. I mean, if you do it and you get something good out of it, great. But I'd rather keep my artifact experience and put it into things that are actually having potential. Like, if it guaranteed I'm going to get, like, if you get to choose the piece you want, you don't even get to choose the piece. Hey, Christopher. Should you use your mount ticket on a 2-scroll Ifrit or something else? I have to pull up my stream because it got cut off. I don't know why the PS5 just cuts off comments. Like, it should make that bar, like, as huge as fuck. And let me know what you're saying. Let me see. That's not bad. A 2-scroll Ifrit or a 1-scroll Raiden?
To strike your foe takes unity between mind,
Well,
arrow, and bow.
in my opinion, you already have a 2-scroll Ifrit. So if you use it on Raiden, you have now a 2-scroll Raiden and a 2-scroll Ifrit. You're no more better off than you were before. But if you use it on Ifrit, now you have a 3-scroll Ifrit and a 1-scroll Raiden. Because right now, your Raiden is a 1 of, and your Ifrit is a 2 of. So, if it were me, I'd put it into Ifrit. If it were also me, I'd wait till you see if you get any more... Like, for me, the scrap things, like the mount scraps, I use those to finish something off. Right? Oh, it's Fujin? Either way. Doesn't matter. Like, it's either you're going to have a 2-scroll Ifrit and a 2-scroll Fujin, or you're going to have a 3-scroll Ifrit and a 1-scroll Fujin. Like, at that point, it just comes down to preference. Another thing is, like, are you playing on PS4 or PS5? Because PS4 Fujin is really chunky if you use wind moves. It really slows down the game. Like, Ifrit is pretty lagless if you use the Grand Slam. I don't know. If I were you, I'd put it into Ifrit. Keep all your eggs in one basket. Because then eventually it's going to be a point where you're like, well, I got another one. And it's like, well, am I going to put it into Ifrit or Raiden? Or Fujin or whatever? And then next time you roll, you might end up getting one of them or something. I don't know. I personally think it's too early for you to put it in. Like, I think it's too early for either mount to put it in. Unless you always use Ifrit. Like, whichever one you see yourself using more, put it in. Mounts are different than Vanguard. Mounts are different than Vanguards. What time is it? PS4, right. So, in the long run, if you, like, Fujin could be really, really laggy, depending on what moves you use, and Ifrit can be not so laggy, depending on which moves you use. Personally, I've only ever used... I don't personally own Fujin. I only own Raiden, and I just use him to farm low-level stuff really easily with his wings. Ifrit I actually use to fight Mephistopheles, a lot of things. I've gotten a lot more use out of Ifrit, especially with him having more scrolls.
Shudder. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye.
You waited a long time to ask the question. What made you wait?
Order guide you.
Shine down. Beg for mercy.
Oh, I'm gonna do the attack. I never dance.
Time to scout.
Time to skip.
There is no escape. Quiver.
Stabilize.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you.
I will have order. Solidify.
Yeah, like when it's weak mobs, absolutely.
No turning back.
Oh, when I did that survey the other day in the game, I told them about fishing. I said, when you're fishing, you should be able to hit like L2 to go backwards. Like instead of like letting, like I hate that, like when you're fishing, you can only press R2. You can't go backwards, you can only go forwards. But I'm like, if I could push L2 to follow it when it's going left, that'd be really nice. Because I asked about fishing. And then I told them to like make Sarah better. I told them that Sarah's R2 has no invincibility, it's buggy, it doesn't work. It should have a tap version and a hold version. The tap version, you teleport in place like it does half the time. And a hold version, you teleport very far away. The tap version allows you to quickly coordinate your teleport into a character transfer. And I told them that the burst should not fan out like a thunderbolt, then go boom, 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 boom outward. Like I said that when Sarah has her little element after using her R2 on her charge attack, whoever you hit with that charge attack should get marked. So that target is marked, and then when you use your burst, all the lightning hit that person that's marked, and it goes bang, 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 bang. So you can actually have some concentrated DPS and not hit mobs that do not exist. That was my survey. And then I told them that the Raiden Shogun's R2 needs to get buffed. I said it needs to be like at least 80% as strong as Fischl's. It's kind of a joke. Like, the additional damage it does is pathetic. And I've got that shit at, like, rank 12.
Shut up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't stream as much. I'm always working. I think they look at surveys. Because I keep telling them that co-op is shit. And they keep making characters that are better. I keep telling them co-op. I think so. I mean, they buff Zong Li, didn't they?
Illusion shattered.
Wait, you're alive? Sucks to be you. What do you got here? Not bad. Not bad at all. The Asian? Yeah. Well, I think the Chinese people pay the most. People like Tony and that. Oh, no problem. I think the choice comes down to you. Personally, I'd pick Ifrit. Okay. Right, I did just, like, buff my thing.
Another test subject.
I think a mixture of both.
Pick the wrong test subject.
Crush. Freeze to the core.
This will do.
Wow. That didn't even crit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since I didn't realize it was Spiral Abyss Day, it is. Hey Gunner, you changed your picture, right on. I used to think you were some kind of bat cat looking thing, but now you're a incognito anime character. The broken pine, broken spine. So what I'm gonna do is hope you guys enjoyed like the showcase of my artifacts, and I did enjoy the engagement from Brandon and Saint, looking at artifacts, building, you know, like how things have gone, where things have gone, like how things are going. So I'm probably gonna end the showcase here, and I'm gonna just like grab a drink of water, and I'm literally just gonna come right back, and I'm gonna do the Spiral Abyss, like as a separate stream, because it would just get buried in this one. So I think that's what I'm going to do. There's them crystals. I didn't realize Spiral of the Abyss resets on a Friday? I didn't know that.
Stabilize.
So this is going to be like the corrosive virus again, isn't it? Anyway, so that's what's going to happen. Stream's going to go down for like a little bit, like 5 minutes, and we're going to come back and we're going to do Spiral Abyss. Yeah, last time I didn't struggle that much. I think I redid a mission once. Oh my god, yeah. Okay. Corrosion, yeah. Barbara Ikil. Okay, I did use all my gems. Okay. There, this is... Now we know. I'm here. That's such the pathetic face. Pathetic. Alright, so stream's gonna come right back. We're gonna end it, come back, do Spiral Abyss, have a fun time.